So guys, before we get into this video, I do want to mention that yes, this is Madden 21. I'm just waiting till August 20th to buy the game. You guys be like, oh, you can just buy the EA Game Pass for $5 and you can play the game 10 hours for free or whatever. Whatever it is, I don't know exactly what it is. I could personally care less. I'll just wait till August 20th to buy it. I'm not paying $120 for MUT packs. No, I'm good. It does literally nothing for you. Oh, you get more franchise staff points. Who cares, dude? Who genuinely cares about franchise staff points? Because I for sure know I'm not paying an extra $60 on a game that resets every year for an extra 80 staff points. Yeah, I'm good. So anyways, just want to mention this is Madden 21, but you know, it's not really a realistic thing with Deshaun Watson. I'm aware of that, so don't come for my head in the comments. Anyways, I hope you guys still enjoy either way. I believe this should be my last Madden video before Madden 21. I keep saying that. I mean Madden 22 is what I meant to say. I keep saying that over and over and over again by saying this is going to be my last one when it's not. But yeah, hopefully this is my last one without deceiving you guys. So hopefully you guys do enjoy it. So anyways, guys, let's get into it. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Vic here, back with another Madden 21 video. In today's episode, we're going to be rebuilding the Philadelphia Eagles, but with Deshaun Watson. And I know you guys are going to say, oh my God, Vic, Deshaun Watson is not on the Eagles. Yes, I'm aware of that, but if they said if they can get his legal issues resolved, then yeah, they would highly pursue him and willingly give up multiple first-round picks for Deshaun Watson, which I can understand. I could really see that, and I also drafted him in fantasy in like the 11th round, so hopefully this happens in real life. So anyways, let's get to it. So we're going to be trading away 2 first-round picks and a second-round pick. This is the most I can value for Deshaun Watson, but obviously it doesn't even come close to going through, so I guess I'll have to force it. So I'm forcing a first this year, a first next year, and a second this year, so we're kind of screwed. We're kind of screwed in picks, but at least we get Deshaun Watson. I think that was a well-worth trade. If I could trade more first-round picks, I would. But guess what? I can't because EA doesn't allow more than that. So this is the most I could offer. Jalen Hurts, though, I think I'll just trade him away later in the future. But anyways, guys, if you guys do have suggestions for Madden 22, let me know. Miles Sanders, solid option. I'll keep him here. He usually never plays well in Sim. Devontae Smith, he only has star dev. And the rest of our receivers suck. Dallas Goedert's good. Zach Ertz, though, can I cut him? I would really enjoy to. I don't like that cap penalty. I'll keep him here for now. Lane Johnson, Jason Kelsey, Brandon Brooks. Also, if these rosters are slightly off, I'm sorry. This is the best roster I could find before Madden 22. Everyone's already switched. Ryan Kerrigan is also here. I forgot they picked him up. I don't know why they did that. Anyways, guys, let's move into the midseason mark. Here we are at the midseason mark, coming off a loss to the Dallas Cowgirls as we are on a bye week, and we are, 3-5, bottom of the division, apparently a contested division. And it looks like we have nobody to resign, so let's just upgrade these players. That's interesting. How do we have nobody to resign? I don't think I've ever seen that before. So anyways, guys, I guess it's time to move into the playoffs. Here we are in the playoffs, coming off a loss to the Washington football team, Redskins, whatever, doesn't matter. 7-9, bottom of the division. 9-7 takes the division. Deshaun Watson was terrible in touchdowns, but pretty decent in yards, pretty good actually. 19th best offense, 17th best defense. Deshaun Watson, 4,200 yards, 13 interceptions, 24 TDs. Miles Sanders was terrible. Travis, okay, 1,100 yards, 12 TDs. Who is this guy? I don't know who he is. Jalen Reagor did not perform, no surprise. Devontae Smith was actually solid for a rookie. Eric Wilson with 144 tackles. Hold up, 14 tackles for a loss for Brandon Grant. Hold up on this right here. Let's look at the NFL. Who has the most tackles in the NFL? Hold up, let's see this. 144 for Keanu Neal and 144 for Eric Wilson as they tied the most tackles in the league. That's insane. That's the highest amount of tackles I think I've ever seen for anyone. That's insane. Tackles for a loss, 14 for Brandon Graham. Sacks on team is going to be 6.5 for Fletcher Cox. Interception is going to be 3 for Alex Singleton. Also, this is filmed on the Xbox Series X, the next gen. 1 safety for Fletcher Cox and 0 defensive touchdowns. So if this gameplay is kind of speedy, sorry about it, but let's just move on. So here we are in the offseason as the Saints beat the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Jameis Winston's apparently a god. Ryan Tannehill wins the league MVP. But looking into our retirements in the NFC East, let's see what we have here. Nobody in the NFC East has retired at all. So let's look into the team with Deshaun Watson. Offensively, we do look stacked. And Devontae Smith already had star. Travis out here now has star. Jalen Reagor, I wish he would perform. But yeah, you picked Justin. You took him over Justin Jefferson. I don't know why you would do that. Justin Jefferson was obviously the better choice, but why not? Eric Wilson obviously has star dev now. Alex Singleton has star dev, which is interesting as well. But I like our DB group and our D-line group. I don't know. We were kind of like middle of the road last season. 17th best defense, 19th best offense, if I do remember correctly. But hopefully we can improve this offseason. So let's just move into free agency. So here we are in free agency, but literally nobody interests me here. It's very, very crummy free agency. Everyone basically got re-signed. So let's just move into the draft. So I gave up my first and my second round pick this year, and I also traded down with my third. So I really can't pick up anything in the fourth or fifth tier. So this is what I got. So this is the overlook of the team after the draft. Maybe the CPU picked up somebody, but offensively we are so stacked we don't need anything on offense in my opinion. Maybe another receiver too, because I think Travis is probably just a slot guy. But defensively I would like another outside linebacker or a new middle linebacker, and that would kind of be it. So let's just get to the midseason mark. Here we are at the midseason mark, coming off a win to the Las Vegas Raiders. As the 5-2 Washington football team are atop the division, we are 3-4 at the bottom of the division. That makes no sense with our offense. Jason Kelce, 91 overall superstar developments. Definitely want to keep him on the team. Does your running back mostly affect simulation? Because I feel like it's that way. Miles Sanders does not get the job done. Dallas Goedert, I definitely want him back. And Jason Kelce does resign, by the way. Dallas Goedert resigns on the team. Brandon Graham. Maybe a one-year deal. If you accept that, I'll do that. No, he doesn't want to do this, so you're not being re-signed. Avonte Maddox. I keep calling Devontae Maddox. I just realized his name is Avonte, not Devontae, but he resigns. Derek Barnett is a solid piece. Little expensive for being a 79 overall, but he resigns. And Travis, I definitely want back after having that one good season. I know it's not really something you should base someone off of one good season, but just deal with it. So left tackle, that is very cheap for a left tackle, especially with star dev. He has a lot of potential on this team. Definitely want to resign him as he resigns. And Alex Singleton is just a no. I know he has star dev. He's just going to regress. Jordan Howard is here. I forgot about him completely whenever he left the Bears. So let's just move into the playoffs. Here we are in the playoffs, coming off a win to the Giants, as we did not make the playoffs, once again finishing 8-8, third in the division this time instead of fourth in the division. Okay, and it looks like Deshaun Watson did so good. Deshaun Watson fourth in the race for league MVP. Great. He got his touchdowns up this year. 19th best offense again. 22nd best defense this time. Makes no sense. 4,200 yards, 43 TDs, 16 interceptions. Miles Sanders was terrible. Basically similar stats to last year. 14 TDs, 1,300 yards for Devontae, and 12 touchdowns for Dallas Goedert. What did Devontae do that changed this much? Holy crap. Singleton, most tackles, 20 tackles for loss for Barnett. And Fletcher Cox, 13.5 sacks, 4 interceptions for Slay, Wilson, and Avonte Maddox. Great. I'm glad I signed Avonte Maddox on that contract. He produced numbers. 2 safeties for Josh Sweat and 1 defensive touchdown for Steven Nelson. That looked way better than the 22nd best defense, but okay. So here we are after the... Why am I blanking on this so much? After free agency, my bad. I don't know why I was blanking on that so hard. But here we are after free agency, picking up Foeside Aluakon, Todd Gurley, Ronnie Harrison. I was about to say Ronison Harrison. So, anyways, I could just show you guys the signings. I don't know what I'm doing. We got Melvin Gordon, Ronnie Harrison, all that. You guys can see it on the screen. So let's just move into the draft. Here we are on the draft, picking up a strong safety, 75 overall, normal depth. David Boyce, I guess I'll probably move him to free safety if I'm being honest. So this is the overlook of the team after the draft. Hopefully Melvin Gordon can actually put up some numbers this year. Looking into it, I got this guy. I think I got him in like the 6th or 7th round. I remember drafting that guy. He just didn't really matter. But yeah, I guess he'll be my second string. So anyways, guys, it's time to move into the midseason mark. Here we are at the midseason mark, coming off a loss to the Chicago Bears, and we are 2-5. Simulation is amazing. Okay, Fletcher Cox, 95 overall, superstar X Factor. Definitely want him back. I don't care how big his contract is. He is a necessity on this team after having 13.5 sacks in a season. Brandon Brooks, definitely want him back as well. Just hopefully these guys don't retire and spread that contract out a little bit more. I know it's unrealistic giving him 5 years, but I want to spread out his contract. Devontae Smith should not be here. I need to adjust his contract. I never got a 5th-year option, and his contract's supposed to be 4 years long. Darius Slay, he resigns. Miles Sanders, you've produced no numbers for me. Makes no sense to resign you. Steven Nelson, Even though he's 82 overall and he's going to regress, I still want him back. He's still a solid piece, and he's always put up numbers. Eric Wilson has always been putting up numbers. Superstar dev. We definitely want him back. Javon Hargrave, no. Kerryon Johnson, no. And everyone else here I don't really care about at all. So anyways, guys, apart from that, it is time to move into the playoffs. Here we are in the playoffs, coming off a loss to the Giants once again not making the playoffs with this kind of a team. Okay, 6-10, bottom of the division, nice. Deshaun Watson had a down season, but still a pretty good season. 19th best offense for the third year in a row, and 10th best defense, and we go 6-10. Okay, 39 to 100 yards, 31 TDs. Melvin Gordon did not do great. Miles Sanders, of course, puts up 11 TDs as a second string. Jalen Reagor finally decides to show up, 1,000 yards, 10 TDs. Devontae Smith, 5 TDs, 1,000 yards. Eric Wilson putting up numbers as always, and tackles for a loss, 12 for Fletcher Cox. Sacks on the team, 5 for Fletcher Cox. That's terrible. 2 interceptions for Steven Nelson. Safeties on the team is going to be 0, and defensive touchdowns is 1 for Ronnie Harrison Jr. Okay, so anyways, guys, apart from that, it is time to move into the offseason. Here we are in the offseason as the Bears beat the Titans in the Super Bowl. Zach Wilson is your league MVP. And yeah, the Bears with Justin Fields are gods in simulation. Same with Zach Wilson with the Jets. Trey Lance doesn't seem to do good in simulation, nor does Trevor Lawrence so far in Madden 21. But of course, our 2 best offensive linemen retire. So that's cool too. Miles Sanders, no. Javon Hargrave, no. Kerryon Johnson's terrible. So, yeah, we're kind of screwed this offseason if we go 6-10 with this kind of a team and then lose 2 of our best offensive players. So, yeah, we're really screwed overall. And Jalen Reagor has star dev, and who is this guy? I don't know who that Alex guy is, but apparently he has star. I never remember him being on my team. I'm going to make some unrealistic trades in the draft because it's the final season. Just like every season, the final season, I go big or go home, just giving up first-round picks. So anyways, guys, let's get to free agency. So after free agency, we got Kareem Hunt, we also got Cameron Jordan, and we also got Matthew Ioannidis for the inside, and we got Trey Turner for the offensive line. I think we had an amazing free agency. It's time to move into the draft. So in the draft, I'm spending a first-round pick on Doug Downing, 75 overall normal dev center, just to replace Jason Kelsey. Not that good, though, overall. And now I'm trading away my next year's first and a 4th-round pick this year for Tremaine Edmonds. Oh my God, this is so unrealistic. You know what's unrealistic? Going 6-10 with that kind of a team. That's what's unrealistic. Are you kidding me? We haven't made the playoffs once yet. I need to make a move here, a big move. Making another big move here, trading away a 2nd-round pick for Jalen Smith. I don't think Jalen Smith is worth like a 4th-round pick. He's not that good anymore. But anyways, we got him. So this is the overlook of the team after the draft. And if I'm being honest here, I could have drafted a all-superstar X-Factor team with Madden's trade logic system, but I didn't. So I didn't want to keep all the guys in my comments like, oh my God, this is unrealistic. It's like, bro, we already have Deshaun Watson on the team. How much more unrealistic can it get? Tremaine Edmonds also has superstar dev, which is interesting. So let's just move into the midseason mark. Here we are at the midseason mark, coming off a loss to the Giants. Again, the Giants always just seem to trounce us. And we are 4-4, 3rd in the division. I don't think I've ever seen a 2nd in the division, dude. My God, or 1st. And yeah, we don't need to re-sign anybody here because it is the final season. So anyways, guys, it's time to move into the playoffs. Here we are in the playoffs, coming off a win to the Panthers, finally making the playoffs at 10-6, here to face the 9-7 Dallas Cowgirls. My God, that took forever. Top of the division, finally. Deshaun Watson had a great year. 4th best offense. What is he going to rank in the MVP race, as he is going to rank 3rd in the MVP race, which is awesome to see. So I guess yards are more effective than touchdowns. 4th best offense in the league. 15th best defense, doesn't make sense. 4,500 yards, 37 TDs, and 11 interceptions. Kareem Hunt, 9 TDs, almost 1,000 yards. A little bit underwhelming for that high of an overall. Nice of you to show up, Jalen Reagor. 14 touchdowns, 1,200 yards. Nice of you to finally show up. And yeah, Devontae Smith, 1,000 yards, 5 TDs, same as last season. Tremaine Edmonds, 128 tackles for a loss, 12 for Matthew Ioannidis, sacks, 10 for Fletcher Cox, 10 flat. Cameron Jordan only had 8 tackles for a loss and 8 sacks. That's underwhelming. Ronnie Harrison Jr., 3 interceptions, safeties, 0 defensive touchdowns, 1 for Ronnie Harrison Jr., and 1 for Darius Slay. So anyways, guys, apart from that, we're going to simulate this wildcard round against the Madden Sim Gods, Dallas Cowgirls, to see if we can move on. No, okay. I love it how we just make the playoffs once and can't even make the playoff game with Deshaun Watson. But we make the playoffs whenever our team has gone down in overall. But anytime our team goes up in overall, no. we don't get the playoffs, because that's just Madden logic for you. Oh my god, this rebuild was unrealistic. Yeah, I'm going to make it unrealistic whenever I have a 99 overall quarterback that can't produce with 2, 3, 4 star development receivers, 1 superstar development receiver, and a 92 overall halfback with a pretty solid O-line, a top 3 O-line before my other 2 retired. Cam Jordan, Fletcher Cox, this defense. Yeah, this game is amazing. But anyways, guys, apart from that, I hope you guys all enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.